Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about setting up your home studio. Today I want to talk about how I've set up my little home studio and how I think I can help you guys have an idea of how to set up yours as well. A few people that have asked me how to plug things in and how I run stuff, so I will show you that with this video. After looking at my analytics, I realized that 70% of the people that come to this channel are not subscribed. So please, guys, I think last week I said it was 70% are subscribed, but it's the other way around. Subscribe, it really helped me out a lot. Don't forget to get yourself a Now's the Time t-shirt down below as well. Please come and join my Patreon. I'll be doing more of these music things. I'll do some on writing music, and I'll do all kinds of stuff to help you guys out. So a lot of people are interested in how to set up in order to run a little studio out of your own house or off your own computer. I'm going to give you a quick look around my little studio and show you how everything's plugged in. Got my big screen behind is a 4K regular TV screen that I got on sale for 400 euros. It's just a 4K screen. It's not a monitor as such, just a regular TV screen. And just to show you also, I'm literally in a section of the kitchen which I completely surrounded with curtains to dampen the sound and to try and make it sound a little bit better. First off, you can use any computer at all. Got the 16-inch MacBook Pro. I've been a Mac guy since the beginning of times. I was very lucky, in fact, to be able to get this. One of my patrons helped me, and I'll be paying for that for years to come. I have an eGPU, which is back here. Probably don't need it for this computer, because this computer is so strong, I think it's kind of overkill. So I may just sell that. Because of the way these computers work, they've got 4 USB-Cs out. I've got a dongle that plugs in, and on the other side I've got the eGPU in, which also powers and has all my external hard drives, which are under the table there. And then this is going to one of my Samsung drives, which is just right here, just a little one right there. And then on the other side, another Samsung drive, which is here. One of the USBs goes to my keyboard, which is right here. The Complete Control M32. Most people would have a larger keyboard with the 88 keys or maybe the weighted keys, whatever you feel most comfortable with, of course. I got this one because I wanted to be able to travel with my setup so I could write on the go. It's so small, it's really easy to carry around with you, and that way write as you're going. Because the keyboard doesn't have its own sounds built in, it comes with sample packs that allow you to get whatever sound you want. I have the Native Instruments pack that came with the M32, and I've also subscribed to the East-West sounds. All of the East-West sounds available to me by paying a monthly subscription. I love the Spitfire audio sounds, can't afford them. Spitfire Audio does have a bunch of cheap or even free sound. I bought their Epic String library, also the Epic Brass and Woodwinds, and I've also bought the Felt Piano. So each one of those sample libraries is 29 euros or $29. Spitfire Audio are the absolute best sample libraries there are, but they are quite expensive. I bought a sample pack of drums as well that I use either the loops or the individual hits. And the other is going to my Faderport 8, which I use for mixing. I really like being able to have some tactile feeling. I grew up in the old days on SSL boards. I love the idea of being able to ride the fader, ride the vocal, bring the guitar up here and there. It's also a remote start, play, record, which is really helpful. I use Logic for recording music because I find it easier to write with. Logic comes with fantastic sounds and amazing plugins built in. Makes it very easy for you to get any sound you want straight out of the box without even spending another cent. You can use Pro Tools or Cubase or any of the other ones that you want to use. For cutting video, I use Final Cut Pro, but once again, you can use whatever you want, DaVinci or Premiere or anything at all. I've got my screen right there, which is a 49-inch television screen, right, which was just plugged into the eGPU, which I showed you earlier. The Audient ID14, a fantastic sounding interface, which is what I use to connect my microphones and guitars into Logic. I don't need a bigger interface because there's no one ever going to be recording in here but myself. Two mic cables, as you can see here. These two cables are the cables for the speakers going to the USB in the eGPU as well. So basically, if you had a USB hub, that would work in the same way, all of the USB things that I have here. I was thinking about getting the Universal Audio interface because I like to use some of their plugins. The plugins actually run on the interface instead of on the computer. You have to run the UAD interface in order to use their plugins. So I am thinking about switching to UAD, although I love this little machine. The audio sounds fantastic as well. Now, the other thing I was thinking about with the Universal Audio is to go for the smaller of their machines because it's actually bus powered, which means that I don't have to take any cabling with me to plug it into the wall. So I also use this as my monitoring system. I'll just put something on here for a second. Right? So I can turn it up and down from here. So this will run either the main speakers, or I can select the headphones, or I can use the dial to actually activate some of my programs. I have the HS8 Yamaha speakers. I bought them because they were the most bang for the buck. I can't remember what I paid for the pair. Reasonably priced. I had the HS5s to start, but I found that they didn't have enough bottom end. I was worried either my bottom end was too loud or that I couldn't hear it properly. They go down pretty low and they sound great. And they're loud, loud, loud. Which of course is also great. Now, I have this microphone, which is a Heil PR40, which I have always plugged in, and I use that for doing voiceovers straight into the Audient over there, and from the Audient into whatever program I'm using at the moment. That's Logic that's up with one of my sessions on it. For a microphone, as well as the Heil up there, I'll just put this out of the way, I have the Lawton Audio 320, which is here, which I keep in the box on the thing and keep it away and safe, which I just keep under the desk. I only bring that out when I'm actually using it. I've got the extended keyboard, and I use the Apple trackpad as well for scrolling about, as you can see there. Yeah, there we go. A couple of guitars, also a U-bass and an electric mandolin. I have my other mandolins in cases because, of course, I'm gigging all the time, so they have to be ready to go. I mean, that seems like a lot and quite a complicated system, but it actually is quite easy. All my external stuff runs into a USB hub, which then runs into the MacBook. I sold all my external gear. I'm fully in the box now. I think it's actually the best way to go forward. It's so easy for me to just pick up the MacBook and the ID14 and just run with it. This complete control is so small. I can pick it up, pack it into my bag in order to record on the run if I want to, on vacation or wherever else. Also, I was going to show you, I have this little guy here, which I put the Lawton into. It's a mic holder, but it also works as a dampening system. Marshall at the back for the guitar stuff. And of course, the all-important Luckenbach Texas cup. My hat holders, my switch pod, some spare headphones over there. My headphones here are the Sony 7509s, which I don't even think you can buy anymore. I think they were made illegal because they're so loud. Those are the headphones I use right there. It's quite a small room and a small space, but I'm able to fit into it. Living in Europe, things are super expensive. It's as expensive to live in Kinsale as it is to live in LA. We're lucky to have the spot that we have. It's small, but it's efficient and it works properly for me. I'm able to do everything that I need to do from here. Of course, thank you so much for being here, guys. As always, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the buttons down below. I've got Now's the Time t-shirts down below, and also you can join my Patreon if you like. It's great fun. I send stuff out there all the time, and you can get in touch with me through there. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Great to have you here as always. We'll see you next week.